An unusual and unsettling occurrence happened on May 4, 2024 in Key West, Florida, with a 22-year-old man named Ethan Lane. Lane, a local golf course landscaper, who allegedly stole a John Deere tractor and ended up at the College of Florida Keys after going on a rampage.
21, that tractor is going to be on College Road. I believe it's a green John Deere in the middle of the lane.
7-0, Adam.
Copy.
Lane was accused of taking out a John Deere tractor from his workplace at the golf course where he was working as a groundskeeper. Nonetheless, what motivated him is still unknown, since according to the police reports, there were plans to kill 2 people. This happened when Lane rode his machine through the university, causing panic among the students there. To say that this sequence is both disturbing and mystifying would be putting it lightly. The first occurrence in this series involved Lane driving into the lobby of one of the dormitory buildings using its scoop attachment. He continued destroying things by driving around campus, smashing overhead plumbing systems in sight. This was followed by his entry into the parking lot, where he rammed into a truck, toppling it before hitting another vehicle containing a father and daughter aged 4 years old. Fortunately, they weren't injured. During this period, law enforcement agencies arrived at the scene as chaos unfolded within the walls. Almost immediately, body cam footage shows how dangerous the situation became for the police officers present.
Shots fired! Get on the ground! Shots fired, shots fired, shots fired across the DOT. Get your hands behind your back! Sorry for what? You almost killed me. Okay, well that's not the way to go about it, bro. Did you get hit?
Once on scene, one officer found himself directly in front of Lane's vehicle, which he piloted towards him while damaging its windscreen. However, this cop suffered no further physical harm during the course of these terrifying moments. The footage shows a tearful Lane being placed under arrest, repeatedly stating that he's sorry as handcuffs are put on him.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Tuck your knees into your chest.
In this instance, his apologies are directed towards the officer he almost killed and for the havoc that was created.
Kill me! I don't want to kill you. I want to protect myself. Why are you acting like this? I got threatened and I wanted to kill them.
Maintaining his cool despite being through such an ordeal, the police officer ensured that Lane was safely detained before moving on to assess possible other threats at the scene.
Everybody back there. They threatened me first. I wanted to kill them. They had to pay. Just there's people in the background there. Just make sure everybody back there is okay. My life. I had it good. And now. Yeah, well. I'm done.
Lane's case led to a lot of damage. This resulted in hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of property destruction as a result of his violent acts. Breaking down a dormitory lobby along with piping systems, however, was just its initial phases. Most importantly, what Lane did in the parking area proved dangerous because it involved attacks on cars containing people inside them.
I'm sorry. Sorry. Look at me. Look at my car, man. I'm okay. I'm all right, man. I won't do anything, I swear.
Sit up.
Sorry, you good? Yeah, I'm
You
fine.
get shot?
I'm fine. No.
The father-daughter duo, who narrowly escaped getting crushed by the tractor, is an example of how things could have gone wrong had Lane wanted it so.
No injuries. You good? Yeah, I'm fine. No injuries. You can send him anyways, just to check on the patient just in case for the suspect. Do I have another supervisor around?
Finally, before being captured, Lane targeted the police vehicle with all of his might, thereby destroying it completely. It's also likely that the cop's quick action saved many lives as he apprehended Lane, thereby ending any further danger or injury resulting from escape attempts. If you're liking the video so far, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you. After the incident, there were several severe felonies charged against Ethan Lane. They included attempted murder of law enforcement, aggravated assault, burglary, and grand theft. These charges reflect the severity of his actions. Without exception, such cases always carry life sentences, with most emphasis being laid on when they involve officers in uniforms, only if one were to talk about attempted murder alone.
Lane faces several felony charges, including attempted murder and attempted murder of a law enforcement officer, aggravated assault, burglary, and grand theft.
Legal experts have said that the combination of charges Lane is facing could bring a life sentence if he's found guilty on all counts. Florida's legal system permits stacking of charges, which would allow Lane to serve prison terms for each time consecutively. This shows the seriousness of his legal predicament. Melba Pearson, an attorney and former prosecutor, provided her thoughts on the matter, stating that there's enough charges against Lane to justify giving him a long jail term. She explained that the attempted murder of a police officer in particular carries mandatory minimum sentencing that could significantly extend Lane's incarceration.
I would say it would be a first to see a case with this tractor here in Florida. And yes, I definitely have a lot of questions about what's going on here because, first of all, was the people that ended up being the victims, the father and the young daughter, were they the intended targets of this? Is this part of a broader domestic violence dispute or a custody dispute? Like, so few details are known at this point. We don't know much else. We do know he's being charged with a ton of charges, a slew, as a result of, backing into the police officer.
The victims' perspectives will also play a crucial role in the legal proceedings. Prosecutors often consider the desire and opinion of victims when determining how to proceed with a case. If the victim expresses a desire for a harsh sentence, this could influence the prosecutor's approach.
This is a situation where he's going to want to possibly negotiate a plea as early as possible, take responsibility, and, it's going to involve a prison sentence. I don't see any other option.
Conversely, if they advocate for leniency, this might be taken into account, though the final decision rests with the court. So what are your thoughts on all of this? Make sure you let me know in the comments section down below, and I'll see you in the next video.